secrets untold. Ravens whisper tales of old. The castle looms like a wicked dream. Silence screams in the moonlight's gleam. Hear the call of destiny's hand through valleys deep to Strahd's command. Roll the dice, let courage guide. With fire and steel, we turn the tide. Rise, oh heroes, claim the night. Face the dark with blade and light. Threads of fate entwined in pain. Through the curse we break the chain. The night is long, but we won't yield. Our bonds the sword, our hearts the shield. Through blood-stained halls we carve our way to end the story this dawnless day.
Okay, we are back with another episode here on Critical Failures of the Curse of Strahd ReVamped campaign. We are continuing our adventure here in the misty lands of Barovia with HP, Frost, John, Palin, as well as Thalamir, as we are continuing our adventures, this time specifically in the town of Vallaki, a town that is more secure, or so we thought, compared to the village of Barovia. But at this moment, as we've kind of settled into one of the festivals of this town, we have encountered interesting situations. We have the town square being the main focal point of the start of the session, with these undead creatures kind of sprawling out of sewers and a giant pumpkin beginning to move and animate in the middle. In addition to this, a shot was rang, seeing the mayor falling down at this moment in a moment of panic. The residents begin to run around different directions, the guards begin to grab weapons, and chaos begins to ensue for most of the party. And then later on, we're going to be checking on another member, that being Thalamir, who decided at this time to make his way over to the Church of St. Andrew's in the town of Vallaki. Down the street a little bit, he made his way over there and discussed some conversations with the priest inside, the father. As this was going on, there were voices that were heard in the upper rafters by two familiar men that the party has seen before, some of the party members. As this has gone on, there has been some chaos inside the church as these screams were audible from the town square, even from the distance they are. At this moment, a change of this misty hue revealed not any monster, not any vampire, but Strahd himself, the Count, face to face with Thalamir in what seems to be a reunion meant for the centuries between them. That's something that we're going to touch on later. But first, blades have to clash, spells have to be casted, and blood has to be shed inside the town square at this time. in this moment, we're going to look over here at this map to kind of get the setting of where we are at this time. We have most of the party members together, and you guys see a variety of creatures. You guys can see that there are these undead-like corpses that begin to kind of drag themselves across the area and begin to look like they are about to attack various members of the residents inside. In addition to this, you also see these shadow-like mist creatures begin to float around and loom with these kind of soul-sucking eyes. But the main focal point is this giant gourd, this pumpkin that is in the middle of this area at this time. You can see it begins to move around with these giant vines that begin to kind of dig through the soil, and it kind of looks around with this puffing of reddish flames inside its mouth. Without further ado, at this time, please feel free, for those that are there, to roll initiation. Let's do it. I have full faith in us. We're going to be fine. Great roll to start with a 15 for that initiation. We love it.
Meow.
Good roll. Okay, good rolls. We're going to throw this over here so we can kind of get a visual of those. We roll for our bad boys at this time as well. Okay, so there are some decent rolls in here. The first one over here is going to be...
I'm going to switch my initiative with Palin.
For sure. So you're going to be switching...
The alert feat.
Gotcha. So you guys are going to be switching those spots for this creature. Okay. So that one rolled a 11 for the undead-like corpses. The next one is going to be the shadow-like creature with a 15. And then for our friend in the middle with one of the higher of the rolls, this is going to be a 17. In addition to that, we're also going to have the guards roll as well. So they are also in combat to try to assist you guys during this chaos. Their roll is actually not that bad. They actually have a decent one with a 16. So as we begin this kind of situation at this moment, for the party, for Gestal switching over now to Palin at the 7th spot. Palin, you're going to be, I believe, at the top of the order. Trying to make you up there at this time. Palin, at this moment, you feel a surge of readiness that begins to kind of flow through this arcane static. You're ready for some rumbling as you see this pumpkin, and you know decisions have to be made and actions have to be done. What do you do at this time, Palin, as we begin combat at the start of the session?
I'm gonna run. What is this, like a platform?
In the middle, yeah.
Okay, so it's like raised above the ground. There's a height difference here between the ground and this wooden.
Yeah, so that's going to be about 6 to 7 feet off of the ground.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3.
No pressure. Here we go, baby.
All right, so I can occupy underneath it then. Yeah.
Oh, you trying to like crawl under it? Because there are like little like cross beams. And if you want, you can hunch. It would just be considered difficult terrain if you want to go under, but you can.
I'm trying to stand. I guess I don't have to stand in it right now where I'm at. I'm kind of this tile's half in, half out.
Yeah, we
but
can
I just need
consider
to.
that whichever one you want. Yeah.
I'm trying to maintain a line of sight and a line of arrow on this guy.
You can, yeah, for sure.
Okay, before I do that, I'm just going to call out to him and say, hey, are you cursed as well?
Do you say this in common or any other language?
I will say it
Oh, yeah.
in primordial.
Ooh.
As this happens, you can see that the creature begins to kind of slowly turn its kind of large kind of body towards you, and you can see the mouth begins to open, and inside you can see these thick orbs of what looks to be flames that are flickering left and right and are floating as if they are in this kind of weightless kind of cube inside the stomach. You can actually see what looks to be, organs and intestines from inside the mouth, but you can see they are flavored in what looks to be pumpkin guts and pumpkin style kind of shapes and carvings. It almost looks human in a sense, looking inside. It does not speak back to you, though.
It gives no sort of acknowledgement besides turning.
It does not speak, though, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot an arrow over.
Feel free.
Does a nat 20 hit?
A nat 20 definitely hits. Let's see that damage.
All right.
What a roll to start. We love it. Ooh, good damage. Solid. What is that all together about?
That'll be what, 23?
As you take the shot, and you can see it goes right through two of the wooden beams, goes right into the mouth, and as this happens, you can see black flames begin to kind of spit out. As you can see, it has taken a nasty hit from that attack, and you can see the flesh of the exterior of the pumpkin begin to kind of curl, almost like it is frowning and turning your direction at this time. And you can see the flames flicker towards you. Not enough to cause damage, but almost spits and spews out your direction. As this happens, you get a chill that begins to go up your spine. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Palin.
16?
16's good. You have images begin to flash in your mind of what looks to be a place that is not here. A place that you know from pre-Misty Barovia. A place that you've known people at. Specific people that are close to you. These images begin to kind of flash, but not enough to cause any intense pain or any mentalness when it comes to, trauma when it comes to that. But you have a moment of a place that is not here. That's something that you notice at this time.
Okay. Are they gone, or can I try and focus on those images?
If you would like to focus on them, you can give me another wisdom saving throw at this time. However, there could be consequences, just as a warning.
All right. Well, I've rolled already, and I was in for it, and it's a 4.
Interesting. Well, at this time, what you notice is there is a image that begins to kind of really settle into your mind. You see a woman that you remember from pre-Barovia. You can see a face that smiles. You can see that there is a warmth that begins to kind of fill your mind at this time. But then a chill begins to radiate over you. And as this happens, you can actually feel your pumpkin flesh begin to harden, almost as if you are going back to a innate object-like sensation. You feel as if you're becoming paralyzed at this time. You feel your fingers tighten. You feel that your body moves slow. You are considered half speed at this time now, until this effect goes away. So everything will be difficult terrain for you. Anything else on your turn, Palin?
No, that's it, but it looks like I've rolled damage for a dagger. How do you want to...
You would just re-roll.
How do you want
then
to take
for
this?
your...
Want me to re-roll?
Yeah,
Okay.
for your short bow. Yeah. I didn't even know it was the dagger on that one. Yeah. So yeah.
Are you rolling using D20 or are you rolling
Just D&D Beyond.
Oh, all right. So you should roll 2d6 plus. Is it 2d6 for a short bow?
Yeah, because my short bow is 1d6 plus 2. It's just
Yeah,
like
so
base
roll
damage.
2d6 plus 2.
Gotcha. I'll do it on here. 2d6 plus 2. So 9.
Yeah.
9's not bad though, as you can see that the creature still took that damage. The effect a little bit lessened at this moment. Anything else in your turn, Palin?
Okay. With the wisdom save and trying to focus on the images, do I still get a bonus action, or is that
You can do a
taking...
bonus action at that time, yeah. But these are just images
Okay.
that have laid an impact on you mentally.
I'll bonus action hide, and then that'll be it.
For sure. As you begin to do so at this time, bonus action hiding, the pumpkin is up at this moment. As it begins to kind of move and kind of slosh itself around, you can actually feel the weight as it begins to pound into the dirt below, as it begins to make its way closer and closer towards your direction. As it begins to move there, you can see the roots and the vines begin to sprout out of the ground, and two individuals, this person over here in the northern section and this one with blades drawn ready to attack, you can see that these roots begin to sprout out and kind of go right towards their chest and face. There are rolls that need to be have on my end, and with that, complete opposites on this one. This individual down here is able to evade the attack. As you can see, this giant root pierces right through and actually goes through one of the wooden supports of the stage that you are under at this time, splintering right through, ripping out that 2x4 as it just kind of falls onto the ground. The second attack is not as fortunate for this individual up here. As you can see, this the vine begins to sway and darts right into the face of this individual and out the other side. You can see that this vine collects pieces of brain as it rips out. This individual kind of stands there and sways, falls over with a thud, and is dead on impact. This individual is no longer alive. That is going to be its turn at this time for that attack. In addition to that, you can see it begins to kind of move around, and its mouth begins to almost open like a snake. You can see that it begins to unhinge and move, and you see a large fireball beginning to swirl around on the interior at this time. That's going to be its turn as the guards begin to do their thing. At this moment, several guards are trying to defend what is going on in this situation. Some of the first guards at this moment are going to begin to move. This individual begins to run over this direction and is going to try to attack. That attack's going to be a nat 20, so this guard is having a great day on the job. That attack is going to be... Hey, we love it, right? Not the most damage, but that's going to be 7 points of damage, which actually is not that bad. As it bashes the side of it, you can actually hear the bones of this undead corpse crackle like almost like a crunch bar at this time. In addition to that guard, the remaining guards in this direct vicinity is going to move up here, this bottom left section. That is going to hit damage-wise. It's going to be 2 points of damage on this one. And then for our last guard in this section is going to move up, trying to do their attack. That is going to, with a 9 is going to hit, so that will also be 3 points of damage on this one. As these guards begin to move around at this time, beginning to do their attacks, Gray, as some of the guards are finishing their last movements and attacks, what do you do on your turn at this time?
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, let's see here. I want to scoot up some
That was a miss.
first, so that I can try and get these guys within 60 feet of me. Excellent. I'm gonna do my favorite spell, because it's creatures of my choice, thankfully. So everyone but the civilians, and my allies, obviously, are psychedelic.
Gosh, so is that a 60-foot radius?
Yep, and I have positioned myself so that every enemy in the 60-foot radius.
Gotcha. So you can get most of them there. If
Oh
you
yeah,
wanna...
it is centered on myself. Give me a second here so I can... Because, like, I'm looking at this measurement.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it's just that
There's
my
your
measurements
60-foot
off, or...
radius. We'll switch the color up for you.
Oh, I see. It's because it's a circle.
If it
Because
clips,
if
if
it
it
was
clips
a
their square, it'll still count, though, if you click them.
Yeah, if it was a square, this is what it would look like. So I'm still not far enough forward.
That's okay. You still hit
Alright,
a lot
so-
of them, though, at this time. I believe it's... Is that the spot
I
you want to
can-
hang is right there?
I can scoot forward a little more to
Gotcha.
try and clip more of them.
Yeah, you have 1, 2, 3 at the right section, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, that gets most of them.
Yeah, it's huge. Those saves are on the way. And what is that save? I believe dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good news is, and this lasts for a 1 round, this one over here, these undead are going to be affected. This one at the top left, as well as this one. In addition to this, we also have one that's affected here out of the shadow-like creatures. Another one that is affected is the upper left shadow-like creature. And the undead, which is right here. This one is also impacted. And then this one over here is impacted for this duration. The pumpkin has passed, and this one actually has passed over here as well, with a nat 20. But besides that, a lot of them are impacted by these psychedelic lights from this mushroom that begins to exhume these flashing streaks of gliding rays of hues and colors. Great. Anything else on your turn as you have this magical psychedelic moment here for these creatures? Thinking on it at this time, seeing these creatures beginning to be affected. Any bonus actions or movements at this time?
I think she's having a lag issue.
Gotcha. Well, we will go back to you once you have connection. Next up are going to be these shadow-like creatures. I believe they have disadvantage because of psychedelics, some of them, but they're going to begin to move up. This one beginning to do its thing in the north, kind of western section at this time. You can see this creature begins to kind of move with this kind of floating kind of sensation. It's going to begin to swipe at some of the locals around it. The first attack is a nat 20s are flying today at this moment. With a nat 20, that damage is going to be a decent amount. That is going to be altogether 12 points of damage on this one over here. You can see that this individual looks extremely hurt from the attack as it swipes across, and you can actually see the skin and flesh begin to decay from this necrotic damage. She falls and she is weakened substantially from that attack. This one down here is going to begin to do its thing. It's going to attack the resident first. That is going to be a 16, which will hit. Damage-wise, we were looking at over there, almost max damage. That's 8 points of damage on him. He is very, very badly hurt, but barely alive at this time as he falls to his knees, extremely hurt. This one begins to move up over here, hitting this local. These attacks are all hitting at this time as that one also hits. Damage-wise, it's not as bad, but still not great. Watching some of these locals begin to get attacked and almost knocking on death's door already at this moment, you can feel the urgency. This one actually misses up here. Between saving some of the residents, saving yourself, and fighting these creatures. These shadow-like entities have all done their attacks at this time. We're switching over to Jason. Jason, at this moment, seeing some of these creatures beginning to kind of float around, what do you do?
Jason is going to bonus action raid to get some temp HP. And so my computer is still frozen, so if you could move him towards the nearest enemy and just do the barbarian thing of attacking recklessly, I would appreciate it.
Of course. You can get close to what looks to be a shadow at the north or south. Which way would you like to go?
Which way has more people, like innocent people, that could be hurt by the monster?
Probably south, I would say. They're both pretty bad, but south probably.
Great, then he's going south.
Got you. So beginning to kind of make your way over there, moving through this area, pushing through one of the bushes, going through some of the locals. You see the creature in front of you. Feel free to try to attack this creature at this time.
Second.
This one is big. So we already have one local that is killed at this time, slain by this pumpkin-like creature, this horror, as an attack by Jason is coming this direction at this time. Okay. 13. Is that the full damage or the full attack, or is there a modifier as well?
No, with the full attack it becomes an 18.
That hits. Roll that damage. This map is going to get hectic, everybody, so get ready. It's going to be hectic.
Well, that. Well, let me just choose my feature to see if I can do a little bit of more damage.
There's those dice. There's those dice. Oh, my goodness.
Oh!
My man
Yay,
is
so
alive.
that is max damage, which would be 17. No, it's less. I think it's 14.
14 altogether for that max damage. And what type of damage is that?
It's magical slashing.
Magical slashing damage. As you slice into this, you can see that your blade goes through this creature, and you can see the misty of the shadow body begin to kind of fractal at this moment as it kind of tries to hold its form together in front of you and begins to close back. Full damage on the attack, but it did impact the creature for sure. Anything else on your turn?
That's gonna be all for me.
Perfect. Moving on to the skeletal undead creatures. They're moving with intention. As two begin to move your direction, only one is going to attack you. The other is going to attack the guard, or the local. The local one is going to hit. Damage-wise, we are looking at 6 points of damage. You watch as the nobleman kind of gets up and begins to move. He goes, "Hey, watch out!" As you can see, this creature rips half of his face off from one single swipe. The flesh begins to fall off as the creature begins to eat on its body at this time. This individual is also no more. Another casualty at the festival. an attack coming your direction at this time. Jason, that's going to be a 13. Does a 13 hit?
No, 13 misses.
13 misses. As it tries to hit you at this moment, you're able to evade it and get out of the way. That is going to be it for the sections by you, but 2 other creatures are making their way in the northern section. We have 2 attacks going to 2 locals at this time, and both are going to miss as they begin to swing. Both of them are able to kind of evade the attacks. Those 2 are done with theirs. As we swing over to this section, this one is going to move up towards the guards and this nobleman. Attacking the guard, that's going to hit. Damage-wise at this time, we are looking at only 2 points of damage. This guard is getting lucky from that one as he is still alive. The only other one is going to be over here. A lot of different options. Is going to go for the guard in this scenario. The guard is going to be hit damage-wise. Is going to be 5 points of damage on the guard. That didn't look like a great moment. As you can see, the guard begin to spill blood at this time. Attacks going all over the place. We switch over to Gistal. Gistal, being by one of the locals over there, seeing Palin kind of go under one of the stages. People beginning to spread out. What do you do at this moment?
As a bonus action, I'm going to summon Labyrinth's Fang. And I'm going to kind of like take this moment to look around, because it seems like we have a substantial amount of innocent people and a few guards still around. So, excuse me. I'm going to try and scream out, "Guards, remember your duties. You're responsible for getting these people out of here." I'm going to try and shout out to the people, "Try and make her escape down this way." And I'm going to point over to this. Hopefully this is like an alleyway or something.
Yeah.
That way at least we can funnel them out in a straight line. And then I'm going to try and see if I can Eldritch Blast.
What are you going for with Eldritch Blast?
I'm going for this one.
For sure. Let's see it. 20 on that. Let's see that damage.
10.
It's not bad damage. As you see this Eldritch Blast, we're going to go that direction, going between the heads of 2 of the residents and hitting this creature dead center mass in the chest. Seeing a tidal wave of the smoke begin to billow out and close back in. It takes full damage from that attack. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to move over here because inevitably those monsters are going to come down this way and someone needs to kind of guard the way out. So I'm going to hold my position here.
Perfect. Then at this moment, as you hold that position for the Giggly Maw following behind, seeing Gistal make his way over there, shooting this Eldritch Blast, what does he do and what does he think at this moment?
He starts laughing a little bit because this is a little strange to see a giant pumpkin emerging next to our pumpkin friend. But in the hysteria, he's going to keep his game plan going. And he's going to keep saying, "This is the work of Lock and Key. This is it. We have to do what he says. Everybody out this way." And he's going to stay next to Gistal, but a little far away in case anything happens. He can still move. But that'll be his turn.
For sure. At this moment, as we're switching over to Palin, you see this creature in front of you at this time beginning to make its way over towards the direction of this stage. What do you do, my friend? Seeing bodies begin to hit the ground, hearing screams of agony, and hearing voices of familiarity, what do you do?
The Papa Pumpkin took out one of the support posts, or is there more than one support post
I would
taken
consider
out
it
of this stage?
4 critical support posts. One of them has been destroyed. Assuming, looking at it, if another one goes, it could potentially fall, yes.
Okay. I would like to... You said it was difficult terrain to navigate underneath the stage? To get through those beams?
And also because you feel your body kind of tense up and stiffen, almost as if your body is becoming paralyzed. You feel this tightness of your flesh ever since you dove into those dreams, like kind of visages that you've seen.
Oh, okay. Is it safe to assume that there's a post over on this corner here?
Yeah, we'll assume the corners for sure.
Okay, I would like to position myself in front of that post and then take my shot at this guy.
Take the shot. Big shot coming this direction.
This is a 14 hit.
Are you shooting with your short bow?
This is with a bow.
Gotcha.
Short bow, yeah.
With the 14. You take the shot, you aim. As it goes, it just misses the side of this pumpkin as it just kind of grazes the side, just slicing the skin a little bit, but just misses potentially the AC.
Okay. I would like to make a commotion and try and get its attention over towards me.
Yeah, what do you do specifically?
I will start jumping around. And is this a brazier of coals or something?
Oh yeah, it looks to be burning kind of embers of the coals for sure.
I'll knock that over towards the stage.
Okay, as that happens, you can see that it kind of scatters across, and you can see that this glowing, luminescent light begins to kind of hue and flicker the underside of the stage. You can see, since you're right there, under the stage are these large cockroaches, about 6 to 7 inches long, kind of scatter across and go different directions. It is gross, and you can see a thick, grimy soot that is filling the bottom. Just a gross sight as you're right there. Anything else that you do on your turn?
That's it.
Gotcha. As you move on this one, you can see the creature begins to turn your direction, and you can see it begins to kind of move itself over there. As it gets closer at this time, you can see the creature gets within range of you, and in doing so, you can see the vines begin to move at this moment. As they kind of raise at this time, you can see it looks like it's about to kind of shoot your direction. In doing so, the attack is coming your way. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. With this attack, you see one of the vines shoots from under there as it kind of moves around one of the beams at this time. You can see that it goes right towards your chest. You are going to take from this singular attack 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And at this time, it wraps around your skin and your muscles, and you are technically grappled by this creature at this time. Feeling this at this moment, you can feel it begin to tighten around you. As it does, you can see it begins to shake, and you see that fiery kind of ball of flame begin to swirl more, almost as if it's ready to be shot out, potentially in a dangerous manner, and it's looking right at you. That is going to be its turn. The guards are going to do their thing. This guard is going to look at this undead corpse in front, going to try to attack. That will hit. Damage-wise, we're looking at 6. This creature is still alive, but badly hurt. After that attack, we'll move on to the other guards. A lot of chaos is going on. As you can see, the guards are beginning to kind of stand firm, as Gestalt kind of told them to. It doesn't look like they're willing to waver from this. They have pride in the town that they call home. But this one's going to miss their attack. As that happens over there, we're going to move into the southern section for this guard trying to attack that undead. That is going to miss as well. It just... actually, hold on. That actually does hit. With that attack, that's going to be 3 points of damage coming this direction. Swinging over here to this other guard, that one's going to hit as well. Damage-wise, is going to be 4 points of damage over in that direction. As these guards begin to try to fight some of these creatures off, Gray, you are back up at this time, feeling the effects of your psychedelics doing their effect previously, giving disadvantage on some of their swings and attacks. What do you do now with this fresh turn?
Well, for starters, I'm moving away from the mess that Palin's trying to drag in my direction.
Just pumpkins. That's all it is. They're just buddy
All right.
pumpkins.
Promise.
Like, that was right there, dude. Not cool. Alright, we're gonna just make our way over this way. Since Pumpkin Man is aiming some kind of like hyper beam or something over to him, I can feel it.
The death ray.
For real? Alright, and then the...
You're supposed to be the tanky one out of all of us here.
Gotta go.
Me? I'm not the tanky one? Who said that I was the tanky one?
Party
You
tank.
did, but you didn't get a hit last time when you got attacked from both sides.
Shoot. My page is not responding. I hate it here. So many tech problems today.
It's not you. It's just whatever is going on with Roll20 this week.
Kistal, you also
Yeah.
watch at this time. Many of those locals that you called out to begin to try to move towards this small gate alleyway. In doing so, Gray, as you're doing your turn, you can see these individuals running, and there looks to be a way to potentially escape the situation as you watch them all kind of funnel into this area. However, some of them are not as lucky as this girl tries to leave and this girl tries to leave. As it's your turn, we're going to have 2 opportunity attacks coming their direction. One is going to hit this one. The other one is going to hit this girl. The damage is going to be 2 on this one, which is not bad. Actually, yeah, 2 on this one, and then this one is going to be 7, which will kill this girl outright. As it begins to go away, you can see that the shadow goes through her chest, and you watch all the life begin to leave her skin as she kind of slumps over, and she is dead at this time. Dramatic, tragic, and sorrowful. What do you do on your turn?
Yeah, that's a major oof. I'm gonna go ahead and use my last spell slot and blind the pumpkin, hopefully. I'd like to try and blind him anyway.
For sure. Is that a Constitution save?
It's a con. It is a con save, DC 14.
For sure. With the con
If
save,
he fails, he blind.
Perfect. And as you take a moment over there and you point this direction, seeing if it has an effect on this creature, the save is rolled, and that's going to be a 16 on the save. As you see the creature begins to shake it off as a few little pumpkin seeds fall out of his eye. Must have been a little bit of, something stuck in the eyeball. Anything else great at this
Let
moment?
me see. I still have 5 feet of movement.
Use that movement, yes.
I'm scooting. Because this feels a little more manageable having Jason nearby.
I got
I'm
you.
all good now. That's everything.
Perfect. You begin to see more bodies at this time begin to move. In doing so, there is the legendary action done at the end of your turn. As this creature begins to open its mouth, the pumpkin at this time, you see a burst of fire spill out of the mouth, going straight through this direction right here. And that's going to be a 20-foot cone. Let me grab that. Or 15-foot cone. Lied to you. With this 15-foot cone.
Yeah, I'm glad I got out of there.
That can technically
Because
hit
I'm
the
in his.
cone.
that
Does he
almost
blast me
got
because I'm
me.
in his vine?
So it is not going to directly do full damage onto you because you're wrapped, and it actually will take some damage from this attack on itself. At this time, for you, since you're wrapped and protected by some of the wood, give me a dex save with advantage. The guard has a regular dex save at this moment.
Wasn't I wrapped up?
Yes, you're wrapped up in like one of its vines.
And I have advantage on dex save?
You do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
He
with,
just said you did.
yeah, with grapple, is there anything with dexterity checks and saves? I don't believe so, right?
You're thinking of restraint.
Yeah, it's not restrained, so yeah, you won't have any effect. You'll just have advantage on this because of the cover of the vines as well as some of the wooden planks in your way at this time.
Hey, alright.
I'll tell you, the guard did not roll good, though, just as a heads up.
18?
But you did, yes, okay. At this moment, you can see the spitting flames at this time. It is not the giant fireball. However, it is a spitting of flame, almost like a cone of it. The damage on this one would have been 12 points. However, Paladin, for you, you'll only take half damage. That is enough, however, to scorch and burn the guard at this time, killing him on impact. As that happens on that, we'll move over to the shadow creatures. The shadow creatures are going to begin to do their thing at this time. They're going to begin to move down here, attacking this girl as she's trying to escape. A dirty 20 at this time. Damage-wise, we're looking at 10 points of damage. She's still good, as you can see some of her armor kind of holding strong, but she is becoming weaker and weaker from these attacks. These things look relentless, and they are out for blood. Jason is between you and the guard, and on odd number, it'll be you, even for him. It's an odd, Jason, so it's going to go for you at this time. This creature is going to try to attack. That attack coming your direction at this time is going to be a 13, which I think might miss.
Yep, 13 misses.
That is a huge miss as it swipes your direction. It's going to miss at this time. The creature begins to kind of move closer and closer in this wispy-like manner. This one over here is going to begin to move, trying to attack the guard and the noble. It's going to go for the noble at this time, and that is going to be a 13, which is going to miss, as the noble is able to try to kind of scoot away at this time and miss that attack. Going up in this direction, this one's going to go for this noble up here. That attack, unfortunately, is going to be a nat 20. Damage-wise on that one is going to be altogether 16 points of damage, which the sheet is enough to kill this individual outright as it goes right across the face, and you just see the eyes kind of roll back. This individual is no more and is also dead at this time. As the chaos continues to ensue, next up is Jason. Jason, at this moment, what do you do, my friend?
Bonus action, I'm going to activate Howlbreaker, and I'm going to keep attacking the creature.
For sure. There is a zombie that is full health as his corpse is in front of you, as well as a weakened shadow creature. Do you want to hit the one that you previously hit or go for the other one? It's a tough decision, John, I know. As you lean on that this time, feel
Can you
free-
guys hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Yep.
Great. Sorry. I'm just standing here the screen so you guys can see. I was rolling recklessly to hit, and I got a net 20.
Okay, let's see it. Which one are you trying to hit? The shadow or the undead?
The shadow creature.
Perfect. Let's see that damage. Critical attack right here.
I'm gonna use my feature because I rolled 3 natural ones. That is, sorry, that was a lot.
Three
Goddamn,
nat
I
ones
rolled
is
2 ones again.
Oh no!
But that's better. That's 16 points of damage.
16 points
Plus,
of damage.
let me roll. Yeah, plus because I activated the Howlbreaker, I also get 2d4s to this.
Perfect. Let's see that damage in
that'll-
addition to the 16.
So that would be 24 points of damage.
That is-
16 are magical slashing, and 8 are fire.
Well, I'll tell you this, the 16 just kills the creature already on that attack. As your blade slices right through, you can see that the shadow in itself almost begins to swirl in a vortex, as you can see some of the dirt and soot on the ground gets taken up with it, and it expansively explodes outwards at this time, covering and coating you and everyone around in kind of this gray-like film of whatever kind of ashes and shadowy dust that the creature was made out of. This creature is no more at this time. Anything else on your turn?
Yep, he's gonna keep revving his blade and try to get like the creatures to attack him and leave the guard alone.
As you do so, no roll needed this time. As you can see, the creatures are looking directly at you at this moment. Jason, anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's all for me.
Perfect. Well, we are at the undead's time at this time as these creatures begin to move. They are circling around this resident over here. 2 attacks. One is going to be a 17. One is going to be a 15. Both of them are going to hit. Damage-wise at this time is going to be 10 points of damage. This individual is still alive from these attacks as she begins to kind of fight through and push. You can see the armor is falling off. Her health is low, but her spirit is not, as she continues at this time. Over here, we're going to see this individual attack one of the nobles. That is going to hit. Damage-wise is going to be 8 points of damage, which is enough to kill this individual outright as it goes right through the side and bites into the neck of this resident. This resident also is no more. As that one goes through, we have 2 other undeads begin to kind of make their way over. They seem to be heading towards some of the locals in the northern section. This one is going to do an attack. That is going to be a dirty 20. That attack is going to be 5 points of damage. Still alive, but not a great moment. As this one also attacks the guard down here. That is going to be a 13, which will not hit. In addition to that, this one will attack down here. That is going to be a 22. Damage-wise is going to be low with 3 to this one up here. Next up is going to be Gestalt. Gestalt, seeing these creatures begin to move, do their thing at this time, what do you do and the Giggling Maw?
I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to...
Oh yes, I have full faith, full faith.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands in that direction to hit those 3.
For sure. Let's see the. Is that a save or is that just base attack? Oh, dexterity save.
It's a dex save.
Gotcha. 3 saves coming your direction. We have.
Hold on. I got to add an extra d6 to that.
Let's see what the extra.
Yes. So it's 15 fire if they fail.
Perfect. With a DC of 14, we have a fail. A fail that's a nat 1, so I'll double that damage, and then a success. Do they take half damage on a success?
Yes, they do.
All right, well, we round up, so that's going to be 16, so they're going to take half of 16 on that one. That is going to be one of the undead who succeeded on that, but they're going to be taking 8 on that, so it's going to be... Got you with that. That one's extremely hurt. The other one took full damage, which was the shadow at this time, so altogether that'd be, what, 30 points of damage?
If it's
32?
if that's the one that got the nat 1, then it would be
30 points.
If you're gonna round up, yeah, it would be 32.
Oh my goodness. You can see that the shadow instantly turns into crystallized dust that freezes and falls onto the ground. This creature is also dead. The other one took a crap ton of damage, and I believe that also failed for that one. That's 15 points, round up to 16 if that happens. This one is also dead, leaving the one barely alive in the back. Huge critical burning hands at this time. Anything else for Gestalt at this moment?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the Giggling Maw here, and because his turn is next, so yeah, he's gonna try and slash at the undead and pop out of invisibility.
Cool.
So, because he's an unseen attacker, he should have advantage.
Yeah, as you
With a 12.
12 with the undead does hit, so feel free to roll that damage.
Really?
Yep.
7 slashing.
Oh, that's huge, because it has 7 HP, my man. As you slice into it at this time, this undead falls like the last domino in a line of them, as this one hits the ground with a thud at this time. Giggling Maw with Gestalt, what do you guys say or do as you guys begin to end your turn?
Gestalt's gonna kind of look at the person that he just saved and try and distract it, so that way that person doesn't really see that the Giggling Maw tore this thing apart. Meanwhile, the Giggling Maw is gonna be kind of like leaning on his side and like twirling his finger around and winking at this individual because it just saved its life.
She looks over, and you can see with kind of the stress and also the shock of the situation, she kind of turns and goes, thank you. Which way is the way out?
He's gonna point towards the people and straight down the alleyway, so that way she'd be alright.
She begins to kind of make her way over there for the Giggling Maw and Gestalt. Anything else on your guys' turn?
He's gonna look at Maw and he's gonna smirk a little, and he's gonna turn his way towards everybody else, and he's gonna shout out, "The northern area is clear. You can start making your way here faster." And that'll end this turn.
As these creatures begin to move around and the residents begin to try to evade them at this time. Palin, you are grappled at this moment, seeing this creature begin to kind of open its mouth again, this time with that swirling ball inside. Is there anything you do on your turn?
Have the coals caught anything out of fire with the stage?
It looks like
How are those working?
It looks like it's beginning to cause flames to flicker on the support beam of this stage. And it looks like it is beginning to catch relatively quickly.
How is this? How is the support beam itself looking?
Very bad. It looks to the point where you actually see, especially with the flame attack, it is kind of stuck to the wooden planks. It looks like it can fall at any moment, potentially as quick as on the end of this turn.
Great. So to get out of a grapple, is that a dex check?
So to get out of its grapple on your turn right now, you would have to do a dexterity to try to get out of that.
Okay, I will do that. Does a 10 get me out of there?
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. You try to get out at this moment, but the vines begin to tighten more like a constricting snake. Anything else on this time?
Yeah, am I still able to, like, strike?
So if you're trying to get out of it, it'd be considered an action, but you still have a bonus action or anything else that you would like. I believe in you, Palin. It's like a bad family reunion. You just got to get through it. You got to get through it.
And disengage won't help me at all?
In this situation, no, since you're grappled, unless you are able to kind of like move and evade like an opportunity or something.
Gotcha. Okay, no, that's fine. I'll just stay here.
The creature begins to move at this time, and in doing so, you can see the stage begins to kind of billow and actually snaps. In doing so, you actually see it falls. You see crates begin to fall off of the wooden planks, hitting the ground and tumbling. Different contents beginning to spill out at this time. A barrel rolls, and you can see a bunch of seeds kind of scatter out. But the biggest thing is you can actually see the top of the stage fall, and in doing so, actually hit some of the vines of this creature. You can hear a shriek from inside. It is going to take, I'll have you roll for it. Feel free to roll a 2d8 on this roll. Eight. You can see that it actually goes and begins to scorch the skin of this creature, and you can actually see that the vine snaps, releasing you from the grapple as you fall onto the ground at this time. It lets out a screech as it kind of pulls back at this moment out of frustration and anger, and you can see that it is extremely pissed as it's going to begin to use another one of its attacks towards you at this time, Palin. The creature begins to kind of billow its chest at this moment and is going to try to slam with 2 other vines, not to grapple you, but to try to cause as much damage as possible. The attack itself, though, is going to be a 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, at this moment, you can see the dog. You can see it begins to swing down at this moment in this slam-like kind of attack. The damage itself is going to... Could have been worse. Could have been worse. It's going to be... why are we leaning over, buddy? Why are we leaning over?
I'm guessing it's going to take me down.
It's going to be 11
Don't think like
points
that.
of bludgeoning damage at this time.
11 points does it.
Boom, as this happens, you can see the pumpkin just kind of falls off to the side. Palin, laying there on the ground, you're just unconscious. You're not actually outright dead, I believe, correct?
No, just unconscious.
Okay. As this
You
happens,
gotta keep us in the dark with that one, guys.
Gray, you watch as the stage falls this time. You can see Palin kind of falls off to the side. He doesn't look extremely bloodied when it comes to, on death's door, but you can see that he is losing life at this time. It's a critical situation. That's going to be the creature's turn.
I got it.
The guards and the residents begin to move on their turn. You watch as many of the residents at this time begin to make their way through this alleyway. As they kind of go one by one, you can see there's a little bit of a log jam, but they kind of just shove and push each other through to get out of this situation as they begin to move. The person that you saved was also able to kind of go through this area at this time. Looking at everybody else, though, you can see a few people continuing to fight, but a couple other ones at this moment running towards the direction of some of the guards at this moment. This individual is going to try to leave. That's an opportunity attack times 2. That's going to be a nat 20 and a 7. Okay, hold on a second. We got a little... Okay. You notice that this individual begins to kind of move at this moment, and you can see one of the zombie undead swipes at the leg, tripping this individual. As you can see, it kind of leans over and actually bites into the back, ripping bits of flesh and rib out. They are still okay, but they are getting ripped apart at this time. Very badly hurt, potentially about to die. The guards, though, on their turn are going to begin to attack. The first one is going to be a 12, which is going to hit. Damage-wise is going to be an 8, which is not enough to kill this undead down here, but very badly close. This guard is going to attack over here. That's a nat... Oh, my God. Nat 20s are flying today. That is going to be 13. That's enough to kill this creature outright as this zombie is dead. In addition to that, we have this one over here. There's a guard over there trying to do an attack. That's going to be a 22. These guards, they must be trained. They must be trained, because I'm telling you, they are laying it down right now. That's going to be 6 points of damage. Still alive, though, as that happens. You can see a few of these other individuals, Gray, as you watch, they begin to kind of run past you. Do you allow them to run towards safety, or is there anything you say or do at this time, just before they continue to run?
I'm just going to ignore them. I've got bigger things to worry about
Bigger
than
fish to fry.
people.
All right.
Yeah.
Begin to move at this time. The next up is going to be Gray. What do you do at this moment?
Well, thankfully, Palin happens to be within my maximum move tab, so I'm able to stabilize him instantly.
You begin to go over there towards that section at this moment. And as you begin to approach, you kneel down and you touch the side of the pumpkin face, but you realize something on this moment. You can see the front of the face looks relatively fine, but as you kind of tilt your head behind, you can see that the entire back side of the gourd has been smashed open. Pumpkin seeds have scattered around, and you can see that there's pumpkin guts that have kind of spilled. Once you got closer, you don't see any signs of life from Palin at this moment as you boink his nose. In doing so, is there any thoughts or actions you do on the turn continuing?
Is there a way for me to like to do some kind of medicine check to see if he is straight up dead
For sure.
right now, not revivable?
Medicine, check it up at this moment. 23.
Yeah.
You look, and you kind of take a moment. You can see he is severely hurt, and you can actually see a lot of these are the wounds from the previous battle. However, as you lean closer with the 23, it's kind of hard to see if this guy has a pulse, but he is unconscious, and he does look to be stable at this moment.
Alright, yay, stabilized.
Anything else you do in your turn?
Okay.
I can't feed it. I can't feed it to him if it works like potions, but can I press a smiley pop into his hand real quick? So that we can have it ready to go.
Yeah, as you kind of just scoot one in his hand like he's like he's at the doctor's
I
office
can't feed
over
it
here.
to him just yet.
Yeah, but he looks really bad.
I can't feed it to him right now. I'll save it. I can't move any closer to the pumpkin to get in the way, but I'm posing a new living target for it, at least.
For sure. Well,
I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
anything else, Gray, in your turn?
Nope, that's everything.
Perfect. As you move on now, this time towards these shadowy creatures, they're going to begin to do their thing at this moment, and it is not looking good as they begin to kind of navigate, attacking some of the nearby individuals. This one is going to go at this time towards the noble that is down there. That attack is going to be a 15, which will hit. Damage-wise, going that direction is going to be 12 points of damage. As you can see, it rips right through. This noble is also dead. Trying to fight, trying to defend this area, but no match for this undead shadow-like creature. This one is going to begin to kind of skitter towards the one that took a massive rip of flesh off its back. Very badly hurt. That attack's going there. That is going to be a 16, which hits. Damage-wise on that one is going to be almost maxed on that one. That's going to be 13 points of damage. This individual is also dead. Seeing these undead shadow-like creatures begin to move around after that attack, you can see that it begins to start floating over this stage towards the direction of this pumpkin. These guys begin to move around a little bit. Jason, you are up at this time. What do you do, my friend?
So at the beginning of my turn, I'm going to give this guard 2 to 6 of temp HP.
Ooh, how many points? 6 points, nice.
Wait, guard? No, there was only one of these 6. I don't know why it's not rolling true. Sorry. Just give me 1 second.
Great on the first roll, for sure. And with a 5 on the second, so you're giving him, what is that? Altogether 11 points?
Yep, 11 temp HP to this guard. Then at the beginning of my turn, do I notice that Palin's still alive, or does he look dead to me?
You look that direction, seeing the stage that's kind of fallen. You can see what looks to be a little bit of pumpkin seeds and guts kind of splattered. However, from that angle, you just see a body that is limp, and you can almost see the backside of the pumpkin head. You see gray there. You cannot tell from that distance. It looks bad, though.
Jason's gonna turn to the mask and be like, Can you do something? Can you save my friend? Can you help him?"
You're friends. I thought that you would never ask, Jason. Do you want to work together on this?
Yes.
That is the magic word. As you can hear the voice kind of chuckle.
I don't trust that thing.
As this happens.
It hates me already. I don't trust it.
you feel a surge of energy just go through your body at this time. And for those that are around, you can see around Jason is this swirl of black arcane mist that goes across his face, revealing the mask across his face for all to see at this moment. There is a glow that begins to illuminate at this time around his face. You have some additional abilities at this time, Jason, when we look at our mask. You feel the energy begin to roll through your body, and you feel stronger from this at this time. As this is happening, you notice that there's 2 additional effects that you have, but also feel free to roll a d8 at this moment.
This is why you play the game, Jason.
Yes.
Do it.
2. As this happens, you can feel your muscles begin to twitch, and you feel a jolt of like adrenaline rush. This may affect some of your future turns, just something to be worried about. But continue with what you would like to do on your turn.
Do I get anything that gives me like movement that it allows me to get you, Palin?
Besides the 2 things that you are given at this time, the only other thing that you can do is give me an athletics or acrobatics check with advantage at this moment as you begin to hustle through this direction.
What are the 2 things I've been giving? Like, I don't see anything here.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. So on your sheet, you should be given, if you look at the Mask of the Withering Whispers, I'll throw it into the main kind of message as well.
Oh.
I think there are things that you might like. One of them gives you an ability of an infernal state. Another one is Flames of the Shadow. So these are 2 additional abilities that you have at this time with this mask. Anything else that you do on your turn, Jason?
Ooh. Oh, that is very interesting. Okay, that's all right.
See, it's just a nice mask.
For now,
issues with
as a bonus, as a bonus action, Jason is going to turn inwards and be like, "Okay, you did your thing. Let me do mine." And he's gonna draw even more darkness to himself, and he's going to activate his Devil Trigger, which allows him to activate one of the 3 forms. And I'm going to use the Winged Stage. So people just see Jason get enveloped in darkness, then suddenly just like the like blood vessels of his body start glowing, with his heart being the center, and like they just see 2 spectral wings form around him. Let me see if I can find the picture. I should have gotten this.
Lord, okay. Oh my gosh, Jason. The final form has just been assembled at this moment. As you see these wings begin to sprout out at this time, this kind of arcane wings, with some art on the way. Jason, what do you do in this new form at this time? Leaving us with the anticipation right now. That's what I'm feeling.
I can't. I don't even know what he is anymore.
It's exactly what we need. Oh, see, he doesn't want us to see this. Yeah, 30% demon indeed, yes. As Jason begins to prepare to kind of make his way over there towards this, a little bit of description on what you guys are seeing, just to kind of set the scene a little bit more, is most of the buildings are intact, but there are bodies being eaten and ripped apart in the street. You can see that many of the locals are decayed and dying. Gestal, you've cleared that area, but the bodies remain that have perished in that spot. Many, though, of the locals have been able to kind of slither their way out through some of the alleyways that some of the party members have been able to identify and encourage them to go to. However, with some dead undead around and some of these shadows beginning to move around also, the pumpkin is the biggest concern at this time as it begins to kind of move around more menacingly towards the unconscious body of Palin. Jason.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Oh,
I'm
yes,
back.
we
Yeah.
can.
I think. So how much of what I said did you guys hear?
We got to the point where you had wings, and you were in one of your final forms at this time.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
something about everything emanating from your heart.
Yep. So yeah, his heart started glowing. his blood vessels and stuff, and like he essentially became a shadow creature with blood vessels. I rolled a 19 to hit the zombie in front of me.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Let's see the damage.
That was a reckless attack, so anyone who attacks me has advantage. And that's 17 points of damage. That's 13 on the raw numbers, and I get +2 from rage, and then +2 from the devil trigger.
Well, that undead just got sliced in half from your attack. As you can see, the body slides, falls onto the ground at this time. That creature is dead. Jason, anything else?
Yes, he's going to start flying towards the pumpkin and Palin.
Begin to fly over that direction at this time.
And that's going to be all for me. Sorry, guys, for the problems.
Oh, you're all
That's
good.
not your fault.
Make your way as far as you would like at this time as Jason, your turn slowly begins to turn towards the end as you begin to make your way over towards your friend, Palin, at this moment. Beautiful. In doing so at this time, you're kind of off a little bit behind that kind of fallen stage at this moment. The undead are beginning to move as well at this time. These two begin to move going towards the one that you gave temp HP to. 2 attacks from that direction. One is going to hit. The second is going to miss. So that first one is going to hit at this time, doing 8 points of damage, chipping away at that temp HP, but still not too bad. As that happens over there, we're going to look at the other undead at this time. One attacking the guard down below. That is going to be a 16, which is going to hit. Damage-wise is going to be a 7-point set of damage on that one. That's going to be that damage right there. As for these two, they're going to begin to move towards the direction of some of the locals, the residents, as they begin to move at this time. This one can get here. This one can get here. This one is going to move towards Gray and company, seeing the pumpkin kind of guts around that area. This single local over here is going to get hit with 2 attacks. First one's going to miss, and second one's going to miss. As both attacks towards this local are going to hit the tent, and they kind of get caught up in it, and it gets wrapped around their face. They're unable to attack and kill this local. However, Gray, one is going your direction at this time. That is going to be a 14.
Here's a question. Do I passively look enough like an undead? Here's a question. Do I passively look enough like an undead that it could potentially think it's friendly fire?
I would say that they would know based on
That's an
kind of why
interesting
they're
question.
attacking. That is a solid question. If you want, let me do a roll to see if you'll know this. Are you trying to do anything? Are you trying to play the old thriller, trying to fake it out a little bit? Trying to go with the look? See, are you trying to play undead as well?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I can see it approaching me. I stand over Palin menacingly.
Give me a performance check with advantage, since Palin is sprawled out dead on the ground in front of you almost at this time. 13.
That's a solid 13.
It's enough to convince him, so we'll negate that attack. It wasn't going to hit, I believe, anyway. Would a 14 have hit?
It would not have. I was trying to say it before you said the attack.
Well, I'll say
I think it would be funny.
Yeah, well, I'll say based on that roll, no attack was done. And as it tries to leave, would you like to do an opportunity attack as it tries to leave your space? Or that
I don't have any attacks that would affect it right now. I have poison, necrotic, and cold damage, and none of those are gonna work on it.
That's all good.
Don't you have like a club or a stick?
I have a stick, I guess. I could beat it. I could beat
Yes.
it if I really wanted to.
You beat that undead.
Yes. Next up at this time.
Why not? We'll
Feel free.
throw one at it.
Do it.
We'll do a one-handed because, I'm playing undead. I have the stick next to me.
Roll the damage, because I think there's a
I grabbed
chance
the
that...
stick. Ignore the
just-
necrotic.
Well,
That's from Halo Spores. I don't have that right now.
You did 3 damage. It has 2 health. So as you take this bonk on the head as it begins to walk away, you're not going to just walk past me as you smack the head of this creature at this time, cracking the skull like a walnut.
Oh, that's cartoonish.
Yes, as this creature dies with a boom thud like a sack of potatoes in front of you. Gestalt, what do you do at this moment?
I'm going to. Hang on, move on about there. gonna move here, and I'm going to do something really fun. And I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers
Oh, you dirty dog.
right there.
Is that you need a 5-foot cube, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'll find one.
Gotcha.
I know they're in here.
Oh yeah, they're lurking around in there somewhere. 5-foot cube. If you'd like to put that wherever you would like, just to kind of clarify exactly the spot that you want that bad boy at.
This has the 10-foot cube,
Oh.
but just like understand it's smaller
Gotcha.
significantly.
No worries.
But I want to put it like almost as close to like inside as I can see.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like inside this thing.
Got you. As you kind of
It's
aim
got a
that
big
direction-
mouth. Surely he can see inside the mouth.
Mouth
Exactly,
is open too,
yeah.
yeah. As you can see, this arcane kind of glisten kind of makes its way over that direction this time. As you can see, these arcane daggers begin to swirl at this time. We are going to be doing at this moment a saving throw, I believe. Is that a
No.
dexterity? Oh,
No.
there's no save.
There's no save.
Oh
you
my
just take the damage once per turn as long as you're inside the cube because
That
it's
is-
only 5 foot.
That is a sexy thing. Is that's going to be what 13 points of damage?
Yeah.
Carving the pumpkin up at this time, as you see, whoosh, as it begins to grind across the inside. It is agonizing in pain from this. Anything else on your turn gets a great attack at this time for 13 points of slashing damage.
I'm gonna move. Finish out my movement. Go down here, and signal to everyone. They're almost out of here. Keep going. We'll hold this line. And then I'll like think to Ixik, and I will send them here to hide underneath this wagon for now,
Perfect. You begin to kind
and
of
that'll be our turns.
skitter under that wagon at this moment, trying to stay safe at this time. Palin, at this moment, you are stabilized but unconscious. You keep on being the great pumpkin you are at this time. Next up is going to be the creature. Now, is that on your turn or on its turn that will take additional damage?
So it's you conjure spinning daggers in a 5-foot cube centered on the point. Each creature that in that area takes 44 slashing damage. A creature also takes this damage if it enters the cube or ends its turn there, or if the cube moves into the space. A creature takes this damage only once per turn. So on your later turns, I can move it up to 30 feet. So
Gotcha.
it's only once per turn, but I ended the round, and it's going to start its turn there. So
Perfect. Then you can feel free this time.
no, actually, it won't. It won't take it right now because it could leave out of the area.
as it begins
So
to
you could
kind
just
of
walk away.
move at this moment, it's going to head towards where Palin and Gray are. It might still be in that area, so let's see as it begins to move. It's going to move in that spot, but you are able to move, I believe, with the teleportation as it moves over this direction. For Palin and Gray, you see the creature begins to kind of burrow and move itself up at this time, and you can see on the inside where all the carvings are from these arcane daggers have almost made grooves and rivets into the pumpkin guts. On the inside, there are a bunch of seeds that begin to float around and are about to be shot out at this time. For the two of you, you guys see these pumpkin seeds shoot out. I need dexterity saves, and for Palin, I believe since you are unconscious, I don't know if that would be with disadvantage
He
or
fails.
auto fail.
He fails. It's an auto fail.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and like Mr. President get down?
Are you
just
willing-
because I know I can take it.
Are you willing to
I know
try to
I can
the
take it.
attack?
I know he can't.
That's right.
I'm willing
you
to
could take it.
exclusively.
You could take the seed, Gray. You could take it.
As you,
Bro, don't say it like that.
as you try to jump
No, you
towards to
can't. I
save
believe
him,
in you.
I'll allow it, but what I'll need is a dexterity save. And we need a decent number. I won't say what it is, but a decent number.
I hate it here.
With a 10. You jump over Palin at this time to try to protect him from this, but the seeds begin to radiate, and you feel them rip through your back at this time. The damage is not fun, I'll tell you that. That is going to be 20 points of piercing damage as the seeds begin to riddle through the body at this time. Gray, at this moment, are you alive?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
So if I could take Palin's portion, I'd be perfectly happy with that.
With a dexterity save of a 10, You're able to try to cover the body at this moment, and as you do so, you look towards Palin, and what you see is dozens of these small pumpkin seeds that kind of riddle across the sides of his body. With the 10, though, you see many of them seem to have hit their target on Palin. You see they've riddled his face, his chest, and many of them have gone through. In this moment, Palin, you gain a moment of consciousness as your body begins to kind of sway left and right. Are you stabilized with 1 HP, or are you just stabilized at 0 at this time?
Unfortunately, with the Spare the Dying, they are stabilized at 0.
Now,
I had the smiley pop pressed in his hand, but I figured it was more important to get to the turn where I'd be able to feed it to him than to...
I see. Would that be considered an auto fail then on a death save? Or would that be damage? Auto fail.
Well,
Because he's stable.
That's the thing that I was thinking on as well, is he is stabilized, so he's not in the
Give me a
death
second.
cycle. Yeah. Look that up, or kind of dive into that as you see this creature beginning to kind of open the mouth. This is critical. This is a critical ruling right here. So let's see what it looks like. As Palin, life and death, is hanging in the balance.
Stabilized creature? Okay, so they suffer an immediate failure of a death saving throw when stable, but take damage, unfortunately.
Well, for Palin at this moment, there is a moment of consciousness you get as you feel these piercing pumpkin seeds riddle through your body. Is there anything that you say, or any thoughts that you have, as you're looking at Gray and this giant gourd of a pumpkin looming up ahead?
I'll see Gray and feel something in my hand. It's a lollipop. I'll go ahead and just toss that in the old pumpkin mouth and ascend to Valhalla.
As
The lollipop would heal you 1 HP. You can't do that.
he has the lollipop towards his face, and you see it just drops. As you can see, the second it goes towards the mouth, unfortunately, the flickering light extinguishes, revealing nothing but the shell of the pumpkin face. As this is going on, you see small chunks of the pumpkin begin to slowly peel away, bits by bit, into this kind of fractal kind of dust, almost as if it is disintegrating amongst your eyes at this time. As this happens, we'll move on to the guards. The guards trying to hold steady at this time. We have one towards the undead corpse. That is going to be a 12, which will hit. That is going to be 10 points of damage. This creature is still alive. As we move on up to this section, this guard up here is going to begin to kind of go through that tent area and try to attack one of those undead. That is going to be that's not going to hit. As that one's going to not hit at this time. This one down here is going to try to attack. That will hit, though. That one is going to be for 8 points of damage, which is enough to kill this undead. This one over here is going to try to attack as well as the accompaniment of some of the residents over there, trying to swing away at this time with this shadow creature. First one is going to hit. Second one is the same number, is going to hit, but a little bit lower on the DC. Damage-wise, we're looking at 17 points of damage. This creature is pretty badly hurt at this time, that shadow-like creature specifically. At this moment, more and more of the residents begin to kind of make their way through this area. Many have been saved from this delay of the onslaught that is seeming to occur at this time. Next up is going to be Gray. Gray, what do you do?
Well, I'm within touch range now, so I can try and decay this thing. Does it look undead, or is it just a pumpkin?
Looking at it, it doesn't look to be undead.
Does a 15 hit the pumpkin?
A 15 does hit the pumpkin.
3 necrotic damage because I rolled shit on the D10. Let's go.
As this happens, you see it begins to kind of necrosis a little bit away at this time. The pumpkin looks like it's been taking some bad hits, but it is still alive. Gray, anything else on your turn?
Palin? It's like, now I'm confused. Is he still alive or is he dead?
He is dead.
Because, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he had the 2 fails earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I tried, man. I tried.
The light has been extinguished. Anything else on your turn at this time?
Nope, that's all I got then.
Next up is going to be the shadows. They're going to begin to move 5, 10, 15, 20. This one is going to attack towards you, Gray, at this time. That attack is going to be a 18 on the attack.
That do hit.
Damage-wise, we are looking at
Okay.
5 points of necrotic damage at this time. And in addition to that, you feel as if that attack went through your chest and has weakened some of your strength. Your strength score will decrease by 3 at this time.
Oh.
That will be that attack.
Well, damn.
There. And then what is your strength score at currently at this moment?
It was 14, so it would be 11 now.
Okay. So this is something to worry about as you can feel the body beginning to get weaker and weaker at this moment. This one is going to attack down here towards some of the locals. That is going to miss, unfortunately. That should have been the one that attacked you, but this one is going to miss down there. As that is 2 of the shadow-like creatures. I believe those are the only 2 left on the board. Next up is Jason. Jason, things are hectic. Things are deadly and dangerous. You're flying in the sky right now with some wings. What do you do?
Yeah, seeing my friend die, Jason is... He's gonna look at the mask again and try to strike a bargain, being like, hey, or what do you want? What can I do for you to bring Palin back?
Jason, I never knew that you were so enthusiastic about our partnership. I can bring your friend back if you allow me full control from now on. I make all the
Yeah, this
decisions.
dude.
I'll make sure that you save your mother, but I get the final say from now on.
Will Palin be back as he was? Will he be okay?
I can't fix the face, but he'll be alive again. And consider it not a curse or a punishment for this deal, Jason, but look at it as a finality of our partnership. We'll be one. But I'll get the final say. But we'll make sure to save your mother from the Count, of course. A deal's a deal.
I make this deal. As long as you save Palin, you have full control.
Oh no, my
I'm getting the flash from Princess and the Frog. Like, you just shook hands with Facilier.
Yes, exactly.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
That's how you play the game.
that is how you play the game. As this
That's how you
happens,
do it.
you feel your skin begins to shake and tremble. The skin itself begins to protrude out. You feel as if your bones are no longer yours, but thick pits of hardened stone or a metallic substance. You feel the blood that used to pump into your veins now filling and kind of hardening in a sense. You don't feel a heartbeat anymore. You feel an energy take over. In your hand at this moment, you can see what feels to be a pressing indentation of something, and what you can see is a burning sensation as you can see the mask has been burnt on the inside of your palm. Also laying inside your palm looks to be a small, single gemstone. It is orange in color and has a swirl of what looks to be a greenish hue. You get a voice back in your head. Feed this to him, for if his body is crushed or destroyed, our deal will not fall through the way that you would like. Time is of the essence, and then after we'll have fun. What do you do, Jason?
But if I can to control my movement, yeah, I'm flying towards Balin and feeding him the gem.
Yeah. It allows you to fly over that direction at this time. You go towards the pumpkin. The back is completely splattered, and he is riddled like a porcupine. But there still is the front of the face at this time. And as you get closer, you can feel the gemstone begin to radiate and shake in your hand with such an arcane power that you feel as if your hand is clenched. All the muscles are wrapped tightly, protecting this gemstone. Gray, as this happens, you look, and what you see is not only Jason flying with this mask on, but his eyes are pitch red. You can see that there is blood that has kind of dripped and smeared across the cheeks of the mask, and in doing so, you actually see this dark aura, this arcane mist swirling amongst his feet. And in his right hand, you can see the veins are pulsating, almost like they are chiseled out of stone. And you can see this glowing orange light. Jason, do you try to feed it to him at this time, or what do you do?
Yeah, I try to feed it to Palin.
As you kind of lean over and put it towards the mouth, we'll call that an interaction at this moment. As you can see, the gemstone falls, and the second it touches inside the gourd remain, you see a green and orange light blast in different directions and kind of fractal different ways. And in doing so, the shards of hues and colors, for many people, looks to be almost like the psychedelic effects that Gray has, but this time, you see faces of agony and pain, of torture, swirled around at this time. Palin, the light that has been extinguished, is now ignited once again. This time you feel a rush of energy at this moment as you are back to consciousness. You are, at this time, unconscious, but stable. And your death fails are at 0. At this moment, you are alive. Jason, that is going to be your entirety of your turn. You feel the energy pulsating inside of you, but you can see the pieces of the pumpkin begin to slowly make their way back together. Vines begin to intertwine like stitches, holding his face together. True friendship is something that sometimes is willing to risk everything for somebody. And that's what we just saw right now. At this moment, Jason, we are going to go past your turn towards some of these undead creatures at this time as they continue. Wow, is all I gotta say at this current moment. 2 attacks going towards the guard at the bottom left section. The first one will fail. The second one will also fail. What a lucky guard. I can't believe it. As we move over here, we're gonna try to find any other undead. There's some up here in the northern section. 1 attack towards the guard, 1 attack towards the local. These are not as lucky. This one is going to be a dirty 20 and 18. The first attack is going to be damage-wise a 5. That's going to be given over towards this direction at this time. Wow. Oh my goodness. Jason, that is some powerful stuff right now. The second attack is going to be here, so towards this one. Those attacks are there. This one begins to make its way 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can only make it that far, sadly. As this one's there, that's the rest of the undead. Gestal, at this moment, you are there. You watch as you see Jason flies, leans over, and looks like he drops something towards Palin. You see this energy begin to shoot out, and you see the body begin to move a little bit. Some arcane ability has just happened, but we're not sure exactly what. What do we do on your turn, Gestal and the Giggling Maw? Whew.
I'm going to move the cloud of daggers into the pumpkin again. Give it 10 slashing damage.
Like, ripping through. This looks like it extremely hurts the pumpkin as you see half of it beginning to kind of flip and kind of move, almost as if the inside is just getting absolutely carved up. No pun intended. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out to them. You need to back up or you'll be over the run. They're coming from the northeast. And I'll move Ixig a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I'm just in awe right now. I'm just in shock. I think we're all in shock right now at this moment. Just all ripping through this pumpkin with those daggers at this moment. The cloud of daggers specifically. Anything else for you?
And Ixig is gonna try and attack that one that's next to Gray.
Let's see it.
26?
Definitely hits, my man. Let's see that damage.
10 slashing.
10
He's hitting
slash.
hard too.
Yes, heavy hitter today. As you slice right through, the Giggly Maw's hand goes right through this creature, but you can see it kind of fractals and shakes. The creature kind of turns its head completely through 180 backwards towards the Giggly Maw, and you can see the eyes darken of anger. For Gestal and the Giggly Maw, anything else in your turn?
Ixig's gonna go, oh boy, that was a bad idea. And then that's gonna end his turn.
Palin, you're unconscious at this time. the creature at this moment. You can see it turns right towards you, Jason, at this moment, and you can see the fuel of anger in its eyes as it spills out a beam of fire. The thing that has been holding off in there, however, not as strong as it was due to those daggers slicing and dicing and ripping the inside. It is going to be with advantage for you, Jason, because of the effect that those daggers have done, making the accuracy of this beam a little bit off. Give me a dexterity with advantage, Jason. Big number. 18. Guaranteed. With advantage. I'm nervous. You don't
So,
want to...
with advantage, I rolled a natural 1 and then a 2. That's a 4.
Alright. As the attack... Oh,
Because
that's-
I'm a barbarian, do I get like... Because I already had
danger sense.
advantage, do I get like double advantage?
No,
No,
no, you can't get the elven accuracy equivalent of advantage. For it.
the attack going your way. Ooh, this might be bad. Damage wise, okay, it could have been worse. You are looking at this time, Jason, with that attack, 13 points of damage, of fire damage at this time. Are you still up?
Alright, I'm still up.
That's a good. Okay,
Still up.
fighting through it. And for our friend at this time, Gastal, he does not leave that spot, as he is kind of stuck there trying to fight away at this moment. He does not leave that location. For the guards,
So he's gonna take 11 slashing damage.
oh my goodness, ripping through. You notice
Because
it.
if you end your turn of the damage,
11 points of slashing, then as it kind of rips through. What you notice specifically, Gastal, is as this is happening, since it doesn't leave the area, it continues to carve and spiral the inside, so much so that you actually see at moments the blades kind of poking out of the exterior. This thing is ready to collapse. It is ready to die at this moment, but it is fighting strong. So are the guards. This one is trying to attack one of the undead down there at the bottom left. That is going to be a 9, which does hit. Damage-wise towards that undead is going to be 7. This creature is still alive, as it has some health left as the attack hits, but it's still fighting through. This one is going to attack the shadow down here at the southern section. Nat 20 for the guard. I'm telling you, the training regimen must be exceptional. But that's only 9 points. As that happens at this moment, hey, these guards are ready to play. As this one begins to kind of make his way over at this time. He can go here. He's going to use his attack with a bow. It's going to miss. This attack over here. So these individuals begin to continue to leave. This guard is going to attack this undead here. That is going to hit. Damage-wise is going to be 7. And this individual is still alive though. As that one. So they are going to try to leave and run away. It's going to be an opportunity attack towards the one, which misses at this time, as that is going to go over that direction. Besides that, with the guards, pretty good spot. Next up is going to be Gray. Seeing Palin basically become patchworked in front of you. The vines becoming the stitches to keep his head together, and the light igniting. This time in a dark orange flame. What do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the lollipop that I handed him before that he tried to eat but kind of missed.
Yeah, and it fell right through.
And I'm gonna
so preserved.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick it in his mouth, kind of lean in and say, Jason has made a terrible sacrifice. Do not let it be in vain.
I mean, you don't know that I sacrificed my life.
Put
I
that-
can
put that in the
literally
chat.
see your eyes. I can literally see your eyes. I can
know, I'm
see
trying.
that the
Well,
mask
me
is on your
denial.
damn face. I can tell what the hell
I'm
just
crying
happened.
Yeah, I'm crying blood. Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, she leans in as she sticks the lollipop in Palin's mouth so that he'll heal the single HP from the smiley pop. That he's made a terrible sacrifice to make use of it. Won't let it be in vain. And that's my action. As a bonus action, I will also eat one so that I
Yeah.
can heal 1 HP.
Yeah, so it's 1 HP, so you're healed 1. Palin, you are considered up, but prone at this time. You got ahead of
You have 1 health.
Yes, we're
You
back.
have 1 health.
Hey.
He's like,
I've
no,
we created a small buffer for you.
you son of a gun. Anything else on your turn at this moment?
No, that's all I got. I used my action and my bonus action. If I try to move, I'm getting off attacked.
All right. Next up is.
I trust Ma to have my back.
Oh yes. The shadow is going to do its attack at the southern section, going towards one of the guards. It is going to hit. Damage-wise, we are looking at 10 points of damage towards this one, killing this guard in the southern section, ripping through him. He falls with a thud, pale face. That is the one. This one over here is going to try to attack. It has options. Even is going to be the Giggling Maw. Odd is going to be gray at this time. Even the Giggling Maw is going to get the attack as it turns towards him with the face
Hell
already in that
yeah.
direction. It will try to attack the Giggling Maw. That is going to be with the modifier 16 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Damage-wise, going that direction instead of gray, which that is critical at this moment, I believe. 3 points of necrotic damage plus the Giggling Maw with his strength score will drop by 2. But that's the only thing for that attack. That is huge at this moment. Jason, still alive. Seeing Palin's little eyes perk up, what do you do at this moment?
A bonus action, Jason is going to use his last charge and rev up the sword. And unless the mask stops me, I'm going to attack the pumpkin.
You feel a surge of energy begin to radiate towards you at this time. Do you, as you attack, you're just using your blade for this specific attack, correct?
Correct. I'm using Hollow Breaker, but I'm going to attack recklessly.
Feel free to, and also at this time, roll a wisdom saving throw at this moment. I'm sorry, not a wisdom saving throw, a D8. I lied to you.
How dare you?
You don't have control anymore. I believe.
That's that's a 7. I thought it was a 1.
All right, roll your damage, or roll your attack and potential damage first, and then we'll deal with what that is as well.
Don't tell me that he just immediately gets Palin. Like I'd be
That's,
mad. That's a waste of a lollipop.
We got rid of the pumpkin.
That's a waste of my life.
I'm
For
a,
real.
I rolled a 20.
a nat
I
20?
rolled a 22 to hit.
A 22?
No, 22 to hit. No,
That
Yeah.
hits. Roll your damage at this time.
no, it's not a net 20.
Oh,
If you say I hit Palin, I'm gonna be so sad. Let me just do my feet thing. Okay. So that's 12 points of slashing magical damage. And then I'm gonna roll Hull Breaker. That's plus 3 points of fire damage. So altogether that's 15 points.
at this moment, explain how you stab and defeat this creature before it blows up.
Okay. God, I thought you were gonna
Blows
say
up?
how I stabbed Palin. Like when you said stab, I was like,
It's still a bad situation, I'm not gonna lie to you. But explain how you stab and how this blade goes through before it blows up.
It blows up.
yeah. Wait. You know what? Let me just kill that thing. I'll worry about the explosion later. Jason just
Enjoy
looks
this.
with absolute rage and fury at the creature. He then summons all the darkness, because he apparently is an edgelord now, and uses it with his sword to create a giant sword made of fire and darkness, and just cuts it in half.
Oh, you cut it in half, my friend, as you slice through it at this moment, and it rips. And as this happens, you can see all that arcane and flickering flame energy inside burst out. And in this moment, you feel a tingle across your body at this moment. Who would you like to try to shield at this time? Palin or Gray? You get to choose at this moment.
Palin.
Yeah, I'm sure the mask wouldn't have let him pick otherwise anyway.
I was gonna say there's no
Yeah,
choice.
also Palin
It's all
has...
good. We chillin'.
That is going
Gray
to
don't care.
Great, you have a chest. Palin has 1 HP and
Wait.
10 temp that I just gave him.
You shield him at this time.
You know, I'm all good.
Yeah. As you go across and kind of protect him at this time, Jason, you feel the flames radiate across your back, but it almost feels as if there's this shield that is kind of protecting you, this arcane barrier that protects you from the damage at this time. But for Gray, you are going to take in this moment 22 points of fire damage, and that is enough also to kill this zombie and also vanquish this shadow creature as well. And then go ahead with
Just a
Fluids.
question. How does instant death work again? It's like current HP plus max?
Yeah, it
If
has
I
to
remember
do-
correctly.
It has to bring you to 0 and then hit your maximum HP.
Okay, so
So if
I'm
you're at
not dead, but I
24
am down.
Yeah,
not
so
dead.
yeah. There you go.
I am down, but not dead, and I have lollipops in my pocket.
Oh my goodness.
Ma
And
knows where to go. Ma knows.
go get the candy.
Come on, doesn't know. While you were doing that, he was out doing a whisper campaign. He doesn't know you have anything on it.
With a thud, Gray
He saw
hits
me
the ground.
feeling a lollipop just now.
Through a shadow creature.
Jason,
He's like a foot tall.
anything else on your turn, Jason?
Can I, as an object interaction, grab one of Gray's lollipops?
Give me an investigation to see if you can find it, and if you can, for sure. Faith in the maw. Faith in Jason.
I have a
is
feeling
really-
I have a feeling that the mask ain't gonna let Jason feed it to me anyway.
Who
Me and
knows,
the mask
maybe?
have some serious beef.
What did we get on that?
That's 4.
4. You look around, and it feels like every time you get kind of close to any certain area of like containers or pockets, you feel as if your hand tightens as you hear a voice. No, Jason. We have to save this town right now. We don't have time for the corpse. Continue. At this time, Jason, that's what it says. Anything else you would like to do?
No, that's all for me.
The undead begin to undead at this time. As they begin to attack, the two going towards the guard, both are going to hit damage-wise, is looking like 13, killing this guard at this moment, slicing through his body at this moment, ripping him apart and eating his organs out at this moment towards that tent. I know, gruesome, but true. This one's going to attack this one down here as well. That is going to be a 7, which is going to miss. That guard is like, for some reason, just fighting for his life against the odds, the statistics. Gestal, at this moment where you're at, what do you do at this time?
Looking around, what he's gonna do is he's gonna send the oh, it disappeared.
It
Cloud
got
of
deleted with the
daggers.
pumpkin.
Yeah,
I got
he's
you.
gonna bring the cloud of daggers and he's gonna put it. Oh, thank you. And it's gonna bring up right there, and that one's gonna have to take 13 slashing damage.
Like a weed whacker, my man. As you rip through this creature at this time, this creature is also dead. As you slice through, and you can actually see bits of flesh and bone and cartilage begins to fall in different directions, almost like a corpse kind of shower at this moment. You saw anything else at this time?
Yeah, Gestal's gonna move just a little bit closer to here and just gonna keep an eye on this guy down here because he's kind of watching the villagers at this point. And that'll be Gestal's turn. And for Ixik, seeing what Jason did, he's gonna run up kind of where that creature was, and he's gonna say to Jason, "Quick, throw it to me! Throw it to me! Throw it to me!" Let's see if Jason will throw him the candy.
Sure. Here you go, Ma.
He tosses it over that
But
direction.
He's gonna start chewing it and not swallowing it until it's like just like he's like chipmunking with all this goo in his mouth now,
Oh.
and he's gonna get like on top of Gray, and he's gonna go. And he's gonna like lean down, and like the scenery's gonna change. It's gonna be all bright and foresty and shit.
Yes.
He's gonna have like long flowing blonde hair all of a sudden. He's gonna be wearing like beautiful armor, and he's gonna like shove all that candy goo as deep into Gray's mouth as he possibly can.
Yes.
And he's just gonna keep pushing. It's gonna be
the
the
paper.
grossest thing ever.
You know, Ma's my buddy. I don't care. I don't feel it. I don't got nerves.
You have healed 1 HP at this time. Gray, your eyes open, and you just see this imagery in front of you at this moment.
Thank you, Ma.
Do I know her eyes open?
You would see a little bit of I assume, like a twitch of the eye at this time, knowing that there's life back
Yeah.
into this husk.
Yeah, she'll mutter, just, you know, thank you for the
because he hasn't moved his
assistance, Ma.
mouth from yours.
Okay, you know,
You're gonna hear
she's...
quick, shove a finger in my ear, and then he's gonna end his turn.
She'll go ahead and give him the finger in the ear so that he knows.
For Palin on your turn at this time. Alive and well, what do you do at this moment? Hey, buddy.
Was I in this realm well enough to see this happen?
So when you had that final moment, everything faded to black, and for you, the only thing you remember is the sound of piano keys playing, of an organ specifically, not a piano, but these kind of pipe kind of billowing sounds, and then light began to come back for you, vision came back, and I assume maybe you just tilt your little pumpkin head and you just see, yes, the imagery of the giggling maw and Gray at this moment, as well as pumpkin guts, dead corpses, destruction, decay, and filth.
Ugh, what a scene to return to this world in. Seeing that, I'll stand up and I'll take a shot at this thing. Or wait, this is dead, or is this
That
thing
one's
alive?
dead. This one
It's
down
dead? Oh,
here is
okay.
alive. This one over here is alive. And then there's one over here as well. We're getting to the finish line with these guys, but we gotta push through to the end.
Okay, I'll take my shot at this guy over here.
Gotcha. Are you taking the northern one up here?
Yeah, this guy next to the 5-foot cube.
Perfect. Let's see it. Big hit. I believe. 16 hits. Roll that damage. Back from the
Nice.
grave.
We rise up.
Pumpkin spice is so
16?
bad, man. 16 points of damage. As you attack that direction, the arrow goes right into the forehead. Through the other side, a bit of the brain is on the other. That creature is no more. What do you do, Palin? Anything else? Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna for sure steady aim. So that'll just be my bonus action, and then that's it.
Gotcha. The afterlife giving you a little bit more steadiness in the current life. Moving on this time for the guards, they're going to be beginning to do their thing. This one moves over here to try to attack. That is going to be a 21 to hit. Damage-wise is going to be 6. This creature has taken that bits of damage. The locals over there are now going to begin to try to attack as well, beating this creature with clubs and things that they can find in the area, bits of wooden planks. Both are going to miss, one being a 7, one being a 4. This attack going towards this undead over here with the guard is going to be a 10, which does hit the AC of the undead. That attack is going to be a total of 7 points of damage. Is enough to kill this undead. Only 2 remaining at this time. That is huge. The guards begin to move the remaining ones, at least. Gray, at this moment, are you stabilized or are you at 1 HP?
I'm at 1 HP, I'm up.
Yep, 1 HP for HP at this time. What do you do on your turn?
I'm unable. There we go. Thank you for rotating that. I mean, I don't have any ranged attacks, so I'm just gonna give Ma a pat on the head and start walking towards Gastal. At the 30 feet I can walk. Just... He gets a little pat on the head, though. My hero, etc., etc. I guess I'll hold an action for if something happens to get in my range to do a poison spray.
For sure.
That's all I got.
Very well. Then at this time, the Shadow is up on its turn. It's going to try to attack some of those locals around it. That attack is going to be a dirty 20. Damage-wise is going to be 7, killing this guard as it slashes through the side of its face, leaving the pale corpse remaining. That will be it for its turn. Jason, what do you do on your turn? The pressure is on. The tides are turning.
Until the mask stops me, I'm going to move towards the shadow creature. Oh,
That-
and before...
That one is dead.
Oh, that's dead. Great.
Yeah.
Then
This one is
This
alive
one.
down
Never mind.
here, as well as I think is that the last one on the map right now?
That
No,
is.
there's
that
one guy over
is
here.
the-
Oh yeah, there's one more over there as well.
this guy here is alive.
Correct.
So before I move, at the beginning of my turn, I'm going to give the Giggling Maw 10 HP. Let me just see how much. It gets... Why is technology against me today? It gets 8 points of temp HP.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm going to attack this guy recklessly.
Feel free to attack at this time.
I roll like garbage. That is a 9. That misses.
A 9 is gonna miss. Next up is Gestall. Unless
What?
Jason, anything else on your turn?
Yes, he still takes damage. He's gonna take 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage on that one. That's gonna go that direction at this time. Anything else as you kind of bash through this creature at the current moment?
So that's gonna be all for me.
Next up will be Gestall. Gestall, seeing this single creature down here, seeing the bodies and corpses amongst the area at this time, what do you do?
Gestall's gonna move down here. Right, that was 30. And then he's going to try and Eldritch Blast.
Let's see it.
Yay!
Ooh,
4
25.
points of force damage.
That's okay. As it rips through the shoulder of this creature, it will take those 4 points of force damage. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Perfect. So as you begin to rip through at this time, so that's going to go. Gotcha. As it rips through, anything for the Giggling Maw.
He's gonna run over the paladin and he's gonna go, "Hey, you saw that?" and then he's gonna turn invisible, so he's no longer seen.
Alright. For the Giggling Maw, anything else on your turn?
No, that's it. He's gonna use his action, go invisible.
Alright. Our pal Palin, back from beyond the grave at this time for a new harvest. What do you do at your turn?
Even though he's vanished, I will for sure still answer the Maw. Say, yes, I did, Maw. It's the first thing I saw since coming back.
Yes.
What a sight. And ooh. I'll try and take a shot at this guy. I'll do steady aim first this time.
Gotcha.
Get that advantage and then take
Yeah.
my shot.
Let's see it. Big shot coming that direction with steady aim. Come on.
Okay.
You have advantage.
That's
Yep,
okay.
yep.
That's
Next one's
heat
coming in.
check. Heat check.
Is it, please? 23, there it is.
Yes! Roll that damage.
That's why you do
All
it.
right.
Come on, man. Give it a shot. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. You're trying to make a living out here.
That's 11.
It is still alive, but badly,
What?
badly hurt as it goes right on through and hits this creature. You can see a hole in kind of the shadowy mist as it begins to kind of heal, not heal, but seal itself back up. This thing is critically hurt. Palin, do you have anything else against this creature?
I do not.
All right. Any movement-wise or anything?
Nope.
We'll
No
move on.
movement.
We'll move on to the guards at this time. Some of the locals begin to move around. Guards, where are you at? As you look around, and there's not many left. There's one more left that begins to kind of run. He looks right towards you, gets on, goes, "We have to finish the job." As he begins to make his way over there at this time, he'll have to end his turn with a dash this far. Great. What are you doing over there? On your turn at this time.
Other than telling this one to maybe consider moving that way.
You see shock on her face as she's almost like frozen and her mouth is but not speaking.
Here, I will just, because I can't do anything without being within a 10-foot range, and none of it is going to be any kind of good here. I'm just going to kind of guide her this way, like put my hands on her arms, you know, just under the shoulders here, and just kind of gently lead her this way to the others.
Perfect. As you begin to kind of lead her that
Because
direction.
I don't have anything else.
She'll go with you. Great. Anything else at this time?
I'll hold up the rear, and that's about it.
Gotcha. Moving on now at this moment for the shadow. I see Jason, you're there, as well as two of the locals, as well as the guards. So what we're going to do is, Jason, pick a number, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and that'll be your number.
I'll pick one.
Okay. 1.
Keep it on brand.
1.
I knew it.
As it tries to attack you at this time, that is going to be a 14 to hit.
That misses.
It kind of swipes right next to you, but you're able to evade the attack at this time. Jason, it's your turn to handle business again. You are up at this moment. What do you do?
Recklessly attack.
Recklessly attack as well. Let's see.
That is a 14 to hit.
14 does hit.
Yay.
Finally.
Yeah, so he's gonna take 16 points of damage, 14 are slashing, and 2 are radiant.
Jason, I feel like this is deja vu today. At this moment, explain how you vanquished the last creature at this moment.
So this is a shadow creature, right? This is made of like darkness and that kind of stuff.
Correct.
Great. So as it goes to strike Jason, it actually connects, but as it does, its form starts to be unmade as Jason absorbs it into his own shadow form.
As it swirls and becomes one with you at this moment, you feel stronger and you feel an energy begin to radiate across you. You feel almost as if you are getting healed from some of this at this moment. Not true healing, but you see some of your wounds kind of begin to close up a little bit, and you feel a little bit more energy as you hear a voice whispering, "Jason, I told you that this deal was going to work. You just had to trust me."
I trust in us. This is a partnership, or a partnership after all.
As this happens, you see the creature dies at this moment, and for everybody who is on the map at this time, we see a onslaught of dead corpses, pumpkin guts, and the smell of death. Chaos has ensued inside the town square of Valaki, but we forgot about another situation going on at this time. One that is not in the middle of the town square, but is in itself a very dangerous situation. As you guys begin to realize the aftermath of what has transpired by you guys, we are going to switch over to another map, giving vision to everybody just for visuals. Thalamir, to kind of set the scene of what we've seen inside this area, we have made our way over towards the church, and we have seen the Father, we've heard a shot, and in a swirl of mist, you see in front of you Strahd Zarovich the Count. You can see that with a smile, with a pressed black shirt, a flowing red cape. You see that he smiles softly and kind of looks up and down and goes, "My oh my, it looks like you have not aged a bit." You look great for the years that have passed.
It's been a while. How kind of you to drop in.
Well, you know I am not the biggest person when it comes to festivals like that. I prefer to make my own parties. And he begins to kind of walk slowly, and as he's walking, you can actually notice that each foot pressing on each floorboard creaks in a different tone and somber sound. As this happens, you can feel the hairs kind of stand up on you as there is a electrical kind of sensation in the air. It is fueled with energy, with emotion at this time. You see he kind of looks over and he kind of brushes some of the dirt that has kind of collected amongst the bottom part of the wall and kind of rubs it with his fingers, and he goes, "It seems as if our relationship is as old as this dirt itself. Wouldn't you say?"
One could say, I guess. Because we've both have lost track of time.
How was it like being stoned? As he lets out this laugh, and in doing so, you can see his eyes flicker this reddish color for a moment, as the pure evil is visible for a moment before it quickly hides back behind the mirage of the eyes that are looking at you.
It was peaceful. Silence. Probably changing from everything around here. I actually quite enjoyed it.
I'll be quite honest with you. I enjoy you alive and well in my world. Valamir, you know that one of your friends has perished towards a battle inside the town square. Do you want to play the guessing game to see which one died? You've lost many friends. Before, of course.
Just gonna look at him, staring at him through his helmet. Doesn't say anything.
You see he begins to walk step by step closer. Each step towards you, you feel that energy getting closer before he is no farther than a foot or so away as he looks at you and smiles. You get the sense of antique cologne, a smell that kind of billows around, and you also get the smell of oils, different types of ceremonial oils that typically are found in churches. They kind of mask that kind of cologne smell. As he looks down at you and looks back up and smiles and goes, "Are you somebody who likes to play games, Delamere?"
Sort of lost my patience for games.
Oh, I lost your patience over a couple decades inside stone. I think that you would like this game. As he begins to kind of open up his coat, you can see kind of this side of the, more of the kind of left side, and he pulls out a single object. And you can see it is a small, white piece of something, an object, no bigger than maybe an inch in length. And he reveals what looks to be a hand-carved pawn that is used in chess. You know, one of my hobbies that I've made is carving some of these chess pieces. I would like to gift you one. Would you take a gift from an old friend? my pawn.
Does he stick out his arm to give it to me?
He has it just like this, and you can see inside is a 1-inch, perfectly kind of carved and even polishedly rounded pawn piece of chess.
Yalamir would take it.
You hold it in your hand, and you can see that it looks like it is worth a lot. It looks like it is handcrafted, and you begin to kind of turn it around, and looking under the pawn piece looks to be a very specific image, a symbol, one that relates to you. Looking down at it, you know that this is indeed where your companions, the knights, sacrificed their own blood and life, just like you did that time, to defend. That is what you see, this knight-like symbol. Do you like it?
He's just gonna look it over in his hands and not say anything again.
Yalamir, please. You're kind of quiet. All of your friends, well, they don't speak anymore, but you have the opportunity to be in my presence. What if, to smooth things over, I invite you and your companions to dinner inside Castle Ravenloft? We don't have to be enemies anymore. All those decades and centuries inside the stone hopefully warmed up your heart to see me again, as much as my heart is warm to see you.
Do not mistake my silence for weakness, or for compassion, or for forgiveness. You know what it takes, Strahd, to stand before the devil who stole everything from you, who slaughtered your brothers, who cursed your body and shattered your faith, and not act upon him? Every muscle in my body screams to send a blade through your heart. Yet I stand here. Still. Not because I forgive, but because vengeance is not a moment of anger. It's a reckoning. And when that day comes, Strahd Bunzarovich, when I finally carve, I'm gonna flip the chess piece in my fingers. I say that word. When I finally carve through your lies and your shadows, I will not strike in anger. I will strike with purpose. You will know it was never restraint, but it was patience.
You feel this moment of pause, and you see his hands slowly move up. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, one more thing.
Hmm.
As I finish that sentence, I will crush the chess piece. Shatter it.
As that happens, you hear it pop, and you see this blue kind of smoke goes into the air, and you can see that Strahd watches it and kind of smiles and goes, "Wow. That was a speech of a lifetime. Is that the same speech that you told your companions when they went up the hill to fight me? Words, they're not the same as actions, Thelamir. And as much as I would love for you to try to put a blade through my chest," and as he does so, you see he kind of opens himself up like this, kind of opening up his cloak, kind of showing you his chest at this moment. He looks at you with kind of these darting eyes. He goes, "I dare you. I dare you to be a man that you were. Now, the man that you were when you were at the castle. But I don't think that you have it in you. This is your shot, Belomir. This is your moment to be a hero, or to join the gallows with all of your companions on top of the hill. I left the noose for you. I just have to make sure that it fits.
Your time is coming, Strahd. Do you want it to or not?
You see,
I will be your end,
my
even if
end.
it kills me.
You know, time is something that I control here. The only end is when I choose it to be an end. And I have a long time to reign this place. The offer still stands for you to join me for dinner. But if you don't come in 7 days, I will make sure to visit you and your friends. And I would love to make a special request. Have you ever tried pumpkin pie? I think I know a very good recipe for it. Oh wait, I don't think you're supposed to use dead pumpkins. Oh, your friend Palin. Squashed like the gourd that he is. You couldn't even save them. You wanted to go to a church to talk to the Father, and for the second time in your life, you've abandoned your friends. Perhaps he'll take your spot on the gallows.
Helen is a strange creature, but not weak. I think you're misunderestimating.
No.
The group that I'm here with, they've got their quirks. For the most part, they're useful. I believe in them, and I hope they'll be able to aid me in taking you down, Strahd.
Oh, it's just a broken record again and again and again with you. Oh, my friends are going to take you out. You're going to die. Your friend's face is squashed inside the town square. He's one with the cobblestone. And dare I say, your friend Jason. I hate to say it, but he made a great deal today. I think that he is the one I should be most concerned about. It looks like your light is being outshined by him and his new partnership with the mask.
So, is this mask one of your creations?
No. It comes from the Amber Temple. A place that even I am not allowed to step foot in. But perhaps somebody helped putting it in the right position for your friend to take. But I am so glad that he did. He looks so nice with his face covered up, you know? It is a great aesthetic look. But also, I do recommend that you worry about knowing the true intent of your friends. I don't want you to find yourself at the other end of their blade, and I can't have the opportunity to kill you myself. But please, have dinner. It'll be fine. I can bring a carriage down for you. I have the best wines in Barovia because I make it. But also, I will have a roasted pig. vegetables and bread for your friends. Do pumpkins eat? I don't know, but you don't have to worry about him. But the offer stands. One final time, I'm gonna offer it to you. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. As he leans forward and kind of puts his fingers back up.
This dude.
I am a great host, Delamere. Perhaps you can see your friends if you want them there as well. I can dig up their corpses.
See.
Or that's not really.
We'll meet you at the castle.
Oh, an RSVP. What day can I expect you?
What day do you want to die?
You can see a smirk on his face as his eyebrows kind of raised with an impressed look as he goes, well, I don't want to die in the morning. And I definitely don't want to die at night. Let's make it before sunset within the next 3 days. I'll have the carriage outside below the mountain, awaiting your arrival.
Very well. Three days' time, then.
Perfect. I cannot wait to have company. Feel free to invite all your friends. There'll be seats for all of them. And, Delamere, please let me know about any dietary restrictions as well before dinner. As he kind of smiles and begins to slowly back away from you at this time. Do you say or do anything as he begins to kind of walk back towards this section?
No, I'm just gonna stare deep into his eyes
He
as
makes
he walks back.
he makes his way towards kind of the bell tower section of the church, and as he gets kind of under there, he looks at you and goes, goodbye, Delamere. I cannot wait for dinner. And in a swirl of smoke, you see his body turns from this material mass into this kind of vapor-like cloud that sort of and makes its way up the church bell tower. And in this moment, we will end today's session right there. All right. Everyone, thank you so much for watching us today here on Critical Failures. We got through a lot today, a condensed, dangerous combat where we have seen a companion fall and rise back, but at what cost? And Delamere touching base with an old friend, perhaps enjoying a nice dinner in the next few days. We have a lot to unpack, a lot of stuff for next week. Check us out again next week, same time, per usual. Thank you so much for watching. From Gestalt, from Gray, from Jason, Palin, Delamere, and myself, have a great rest of your week. Peace.
Bye bye.